It is time for some Minecraft Bingo 3.1 pre-release testing. And so I thought I would do some stuff on camera just to get some possible feedback from the YouTube audience who watches as opposed to the people who play. And yeah, so I just want to show off some of the new features that will be upcoming in Minecraft Bingo 3.1, which is for Minecraft 1.11.2. And so first of all, there are some new items on cards. In the third column, I can see a hopper minecart, for example, on this one. And I think that might be the only new item that's on this particular card. So we'll make another random card and take a look. There's a furnace minecart in the same slot in the third column. Is another one of the new items. I think there's 6 new items for Bingo 3.1. Okay, right in the center is cocoa beans. And then in the fourth row, I see a fireworks rockets. That's a couple more new things. And then also in the fourth row, I see the fern, which has replaced the cobweb because abandoned mine shafts are no longer turned on. And so that's like 5 new items. And so I think the only thing we haven't seen that's new is the beetroot soup. There's still mushroom soup. There we go. There's a beetroot soup on the second row. And so I think that's all of the art for the new cards. And yeah, I was planning on just doing a 25-minute challenge to show off a couple other new things. And so rather than worry too much about getting a great score, I'll just jump right in. So you can see it starts off the map in your offhand right now, rather than me having to actually move it to the offhand. So that's another small change that I made. And let's see. In 1.11, the terrain is a bit different. Villages can spawn a little bit more easily. Okay, I see a pumpkin right over there, directly where I'm looking, so we'll go get that. The terrain, basically generator can make it such that villages can like span across biome boundaries or something, is my basic understanding, and so villages become more common. So it's possible that, for example, we might find a village with beetroots in it to get the beetroot soup. Otherwise, we just have to find the seeds in a dungeon like we typically would. And then, ooh, wow, that's a bigger drop than I thought it was going to be. Get the seeds in a dungeon and then grow them with bone meal is the other obvious opportunity way that we could go about doing it. Let's see. I should head towards some stone. And let's see, we got a patch of gravel here. Is there flint on this card? There's not. There is a flint and steel, though. Oops. All right. Well, there'll be plenty of other gravel, I'm sure. Look at that crazy pumpkin. It's almost like growing inside the stone over there. We have the new mobs in 1.11, and I forget. Do the alpaca or llamas or whatever they are, do the llamas drop leather as well? Actually can't remember that right now. Polar bears, I think, can drop fish, and so that could be another way to get fish. Which, honestly, I don't think I ever thought of until I was just talking to you all right now. I don't know. I think polar bears are relatively rare. I don't know that I've actually encountered one in Minecraft Bingo when I've been doing any testing of this version. But that's another possible way to get some items. And I really haven't taken a good look at the card to be planning out much on strategy. So you'll see, as I was digging perhaps, or perhaps you just noticed right at the beginning, that there is a new timer. This is one of the features that I added kind of at the last minute that I wanted to get feedback on. I've also changed the just kind of logic of how the timer works. Oh, I hear a witch, which means there's a decent-sized cave over here. Do I need anything from the witch? Not really. I mean, I could get spider eyes and redstone maybe or something, but let's instead do what? Okay, mushroom stew. I see a red mushroom over here, and a brown mushroom ought to be nearby as well. Let's see. There is a brown mushroom right over here, so I'm going to go ahead and grab it. Actually, I'll get multiple, since I might want it for food. I guess I've got plenty of food from the meats I already got from killing the animals. I do need the ink sac as well for the book and quill, and sugarcane are always valuable. Just about. So I want to go after them as well. Hello. And here's my opportunity also to get the gravel that I failed to get before, and I can also get the clay. Okay, do I see my flint yet anywhere? I do not, and I'm managing to make it very slow to pick up the flint. So yeah, basically, for people who watch the game, like, are there any other things that you can think of that you would like to make the game different or better from a watching perspective? This is something I really hadn't thought about a whole lot until I decided to make this video. Night vision is still the default, which I think is good for video. And I feel like both the 25-minute challenge and bingo challenges are good from the perspective of people tend to like to watch short videos or videos that are on the order of a half an hour are popular kind of video lengths. And so the game is kind of designed around that. Like, I mean, basically I invented this game in the first place, both because I like bingo, or sorry, I like Minecraft, and bingo was a nice way to kind of do something new and get more life out of Minecraft, but also, you know, something that video makers could make videos out of is, you know, a lot of the design of what went into bingo. I see a jungle over there. I don't need cocoa beans, and I don't need watermelons. Okay, so the jungle doesn't matter to me. So at this point, other than getting chickens and some more sugarcane on the surface, I think I might want to head downstairs. So let's go ahead and pack up. We'll have enough food, especially after this one cooks. And, oh, I need a red flower from upstairs as well, so that if I find lapis downstairs, we can make the dye. And here is a red flower of one sort or another. It will give me the red dye regardless. Thank you, Rosebush. All right, and so more sugarcane should be easy to find. Chickens might be easy to find. Actually, in the jungle, I think chickens are more likely to appear, so we'll head over in that direction to see if we can find the chickens over there. Not seeing the sugar canes immediately. And let's see, for the sugar cane, I need it for the book. I need it for the fermented spider eye, so I need at least 2 more. And I could have already crafted my... just in case I'm somehow missing it on the card, and I actually do need it. I don't think I do, but we'll grab them. Lots of melons in this jungle, but no chickens to go with. I could have already crafted the painting, is what I was starting to say, because I believe I have the wool. And, still not seeing... Sugarcane is very good at hiding from the player. We'll need to head downstairs shortly, but I really want to get at least the sugarcane. And just to triple check that we have the wool, I will do that. Yeah, let's see. I'll also show off after this 25-minute challenge some of the custom game modes in the lobby. We don't use the custom game modes all that often on the channel. I don't know how often people use them for their own stuff, just playing for fun or with their friends or to do crazy things, but there's command blocks and signs for various custom game modes that we occasionally play. Let's see. Did I mention the timer runs a bit more smoothly and reliably? It always used wall clock time, but the actual visual display updated every 0.6 of a second before, which meant the timer kind of appeared to jump around a little bit, even though it was keeping accurate time. I think before I go downstairs, I'm going to quickly make this and this and this, and I just heard a chicken, didn't I? Let's see if we can make the book and quill out of the chickeny bits. Really thought I heard the bok 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 a moment ago. And I don't think it's been too long since then. That's sheep over there. Am I making it up? Maybe I'm hearing phantom chicken noises inside my own head. And while I'm thinking about it, yeah, I'm just afraid that I'm going to die while I'm talking. Not that I'm super great at staying alive in bingo recently anyway. But I'm especially worried while I'm trying to think about just things to ask you all in terms of feedback that I will end up dying because I will not have my full attention devoted to the game. Let's see. I think I don't want this here. And what happened to all my blocks? There they are. Goodbye, water. I will ride you down, but I will take a different way back up. Is this going anywhere, or is this going to dead end? This is a dead end. Well, isn't that a shame? And there weren't any other resources, even. Unlucky. So yes, I removed the abandoned mine shafts because of the fact that in 1.11, now if you find a mesa biome, abandoned mine shafts would spawn on the surface. Mesas still have gold in the walls, even after I turned off abandoned mine shafts, but being able to just spot an abandoned mine shaft on the surface seemed like a huge competitive advantage. Just from the point of view of mine shafts give you so much stuff, and then they give you even extra stuff when it's in a mesa and there's gold. And so I had to get rid of the cobwebs, because that was the only reasonable way to get cobwebs was from an abandoned mine shaft before, and so that got replaced by the fern, which is actually an item that did exist in Minecraft Bingo back in the day. And so the ferns are back, baby. So let's put those in there so I can craft that, and then I want to cook up some iron shortly too. I do need gunpowder. So let's see if this creeper will accommodate us thusly. He does indeed. Great. And let's see. It takes 30 seconds to cook up my 3 pieces of clay, and they're probably about done by now. So let's just finish up this iron vein, and then we'll go switch to cooking up some iron. There we go, and there's some more iron if I need it. Oh, creepers spawn behind me. Wow. It's like they planned it. I know what you're up to, creepers. Trying to come and kill me. It's not going to happen, my friends. I did not take a careful look at how much iron I need on this card. Doesn't seem like I actually need all that much. So we'll go ahead and finish this up. We'll be wary of the creepers, then we'll try to head down deeper. I do think I like this timer. I really haven't played with it very much because I just added it to the game like yesterday. But I do think I like it, especially for the 25-minute challenge. It seems quite convenient. Creeper. You're doing some crazy pathfinding. Why don't you just blow up? There we go. Just wanted to get a sense if I could use him to, like... oops, hey. Blow up in order to kind of like more easily dig a tunnel down, but I don't think that that's going to work. If I stand right here, can I get you to fall in there and then blow up? That's good enough. He's kind of digging a hole for me. Oh, I should eat some food. And quit screwing around, probably. Okay, don't blow up next to my furnace. Those are things that I need. Okay, if you blow up, it's fine. If I kill you, that's also fine. Ouch. Would have been a little bit better if he blew up a little farther away from me, but that's okay. And I do have 1 piece of gravel on me, and I still haven't gotten my flint, have I? So we could try to go ahead and get the flint. Is there any more gravel just sitting in the wall over here that would make this quicker? That would be more convenient. In the meantime, let's go ahead and make ourselves an iron pick, since I know I'm going to want that. Hello? And what are the other things I ought to make out of iron? I could make the cauldron. So we'll go ahead and do that. And I guess we'll worry about the rest later. I will want to go downstairs, but there is the possibility that this cave extends over this way to the left. So let's take a look over there. Let's get 1 more piece of coal in case I need it. Is this cave going to go downstairs towards anything good over here? Doesn't look like it. Looks like it's just spiraling around to the land of more creepers. So we'll let it do that, and instead I think I'll dig down. Let's see. Overall, I think with the items that were added and changed on the card... Oh, skeleton spawned. Hello, skeleton. I do need the bone, so thank you for spawning. There we go. Ouch! Hey, zombie. Cut it out. You're being mean. No killing our hero. Okay, let's see. Things that I could craft. Let's go ahead and update the card. None of that has changed. Works the same as it always did. Did I never make the mushroom stew? I feel like I picked up... Yep, I picked up all the mushrooms and I never made the mushroom stew. So let's go ahead and solve that problem. And if I get a spider eye, I would have all the things I need for the fermented spider eye now, so that's great. And I'm a little low on wood, otherwise I'd go ahead and make the hopper. But I could make the rails, so let's go ahead and make that. Since we won't be finding them in a mine shaft, they are easier to kind of choose to make early. And at this point, let's just head on downstairs and see if we can find... Well, I could also... Let's go back up, actually. I could go back up. I could make a bucket and get a cow in order to get the milk bucket, and I could find the silly chickens that we still haven't managed to find. And we could find on the surface another patch of gravel. That would be helpful to get the flint. So yeah, there's still a few useful things we could get from up here. I didn't notice... I don't think I came from this direction. I prefer not to be going in circles in order to increase the chances that I'll actually find the chickens that I seek. And at this point, my inventory is a little cluttered, so let's also just dump out a few things that I do not need. Might actually want the food at some point. Oh, I made more bowls earlier, and I just never made the stew out of them. That was foolish. You are not a chicken. Is there anything I need from the desert? No. I could make... Yes. Let's get our fern. Ferns are found in a variety of biomes. I think they might be in this biome. Root forest. Actually, where are ferns? I think they're only in taiga, actually. So let's go looking for that. I guess I'll go ahead and craft the shears right now so we have them ready to go in on the bar. I can see easily that we're 15 minutes in without having to do math from the time score on the right. So that's kind of convenient. Around 10 minutes, it'll turn nighttime. Around 20 minutes, it'll turn daytime again. And obviously at 25 minutes is when the timer goes off. So those are convenient. The time that's computed in the little status bar has exactly the same time that's updated over on the right-hand time. I did not remove the time from the scoreboard on the right, just because I figured some people might be very accustomed to looking there. And so I would keep it there as well. But hopefully people don't find that too distracting, kind of like having the duplication. Okay, yes, here are some llamas. And as I said, I don't remember. I think they drop leather. I could easily just look this up. Oh, right, and they'll spit at me. I forgot that they'll kind of fight back. I'm not sure if the leather is like only a sometimes drop, or maybe I'm just misremembering. They don't actually drop leather. All of these things are real possibilities. There's my flint. Okay, let's run away from all the skeletons, if we can. And I see a taiga over here, which will allow me to get my whatchamajigget. Let's make sure that we're healing, because this is a dangerous game. It would be very convenient to have Depth Strider, and so one of the custom game modes gives you Depth Strider so that you can go across water very quickly. It makes it so that spawning in the ocean is not as inconvenient right at the beginning of the game. There is my fern. Great. And at this point, still looking for that chicken. Oh, spider. I need your spider eye. Hey, buddy. String, I guess I could use as well. Since we haven't encountered any polar bears, if I want to get a fish, having some string. Obviously a good way to do it. Chickens. I don't know that chickens are found very often in the cold climates. So let's try to avoid this way and maybe see if there's any chickeny climates over here. I see some sheep once again. Yeah, I don't know that I'm going to luck out on the chicken here. Did I ever make... I did not. Now that I have my ingredients for the flint and steel, let's go ahead and grab that. And I think I have enough food in terms of raw meat and watermelon that I don't need to worry about things. Not super fond of the melon, but it's what I have right now, and It'll work. Let's see. Oh, wow. I think the spider might have taken the... Oh, hey, chicken. There we go. Okay, great. I got the chickens. Whatchamacall. So I can now craft this thing, this, and this, and this. In 1.12, in the snapshots that are coming out, they have a new crafting system that's available that I think maybe will actually kind of interact with Bingo. Because sometimes it's the case that some recipes, especially late in the game when you're like in a rush to finish things off, you get kind of like fat fingers and can't seem to get the recipes together in your bar. And I wonder if the new thing that shows you what objects you can make will make it such that... Let's update the card really quick. Did I ever find more cows to try to get the milk buckets? I think I see a cow right up ahead. I need to cook up more iron before I can do that. So let's do that really quickly. Yeah, I feel really scattered right now. I did not plan ahead of time like the things that I wanted to talk about, and it's probably coming through very much in the video today, so apologies for that. Let's see, I never got my spider eye, so I'm still waiting for that. We'll go ahead and grab this, and then we'll run downstairs and see if we can find some lapis and some other things that might be of value. Because, yeah, I only have the one string, so we're not going to be able to get our... whatchamacallit? Alright, I hear a skeleton who's taking some damage, and so if I get far enough away from him, he won't be able to catch me. I don't see a cave entrance anywhere down here, so we're just going to try to dig and see if we can get lucky. So let's go ahead and throw that in. You can cook bowls now. So that's another thing that's a change in terms of game mechanics, is the fact that a number of new items are now burnable as furnace fuel. And so, for example, the extra bowls that I had, I hear a skeleton and some lava, so those are good signs. And I don't have enough wood to make the hopper, which is also a shame. So yeah, this is not turning out great. Let's see. Yeah, rather than continue playing the 25-minute challenge, I think what I will do is simply teleport back and show off a few other things. Because I would like to do that. So let's see. Let's go ahead and make a random card so that we're no longer inside that game. Once again, the map gets auto-populated into your offhand. So we rarely use this. There's all these different configurations, and so night vision is the default. But let's see, spammable iron sword. Basically would give you an iron sword that had attack speed, so you could just like click it repeatedly, which is something that right after 1.9 I thought people would want, but I don't know that people use it. Depth Strider and night vision, this one's good when you're playing multiplayer, so that if someone gets an ocean spawn, it's not as big of a penalty because it takes less long to swim to the continent. And then the Elytra wings, Depth Strider, and Night Vision. This also gives you fireworks to fly around with the Elytra, so if you want to do lots of exploring, you can start out that way. And the starting chest per team, you can put any items you want in here, and then everybody gets a starting chest at the start of the map that's right above their head, that they can open up and get some extra items, so if you want to customize items that way. Lockout mode when you're playing multiplayer is fun, and you've seen me do that sometime recently on the channel, I think in the last few weeks. And then you can customize the command blocks. You can put your own commands in here that will run each time the game starts or each time you respawn after you die in the middle of the game. And yeah, and so just to show off, for example, the Elytra plus Depth Strider plus Night Vision config, if we go ahead and start that game, we'll see just how it works. Horses, hooray! We didn't encounter a village in that game. Villages, I feel like I encounter maybe once every 3 or 4 Minecraft bingo games now. And actually with the Elytra, we'll probably find them a whole lot quicker. As opposed to almost never back in the previous version of bingo that was in 1.9 with the 1.9 terrain generator. Ooh, I hear a skeleton too. would suggest there's a cave right below me. But we're not here to show that off right now. Okay, there was a firework on the card, and since the elytra, which is unbreakable, and the leather boots are also unbreakable that have depth strider and feather falling. But basically I used one of my 64 fireworks rockets. Oops. Wow. There we go. Taken off with the elytra wings. So yeah, it counted on the card. If I update mid-flight, you know, I don't think I've ever tried this. What happens if I update the map mid-flight? Ah, the map fell too far away from me too quickly. I could probably do this again, and one of them will actually catch. There we go. Okay, so I took fall damage, and now I'm no longer flying, and so I have to, like, redo the wings. Okay, so be careful if you do that. Let's see. Let's go ahead and land somewhere quickly. Can I, ouch. I was gonna see if I could land on the back of the horse. So with Depth Strider, you can basically sprint underwater as fast as you can sprint on land, which is very convenient. And let's see. Any other things that are worth showing off? The 64 fireworks rockets I find are usually pretty good. It's a big enough amount that you can do a lot of fun flying with elytra wings during the course of the map. But you don't want to be flying all the time because obviously you need to be down on the ground, like gathering resources. But it's a lot of fun, and it's also just a fun way if you just want to like fly around and explore terrain. If you've already lost the game and you're just like looking for places to go to kind of like enjoy the map. And so that's a fun game mode that we sometimes play together in multiplayer servers. It also, in multiplayer, like gives everyone an even better chance to kind of like find different biomes. With tiny biomes, it's already the case that finding a jungle tends to go pretty quickly. But obviously, if you have the elytra wings, it can go even more quickly. And I was just kind of hoping that we would encounter a village somewhere in the first couple of minutes of flying around. Or a mesa, to show off the fact that there's now gold in the mesa up high, even if there aren't the mine shafts to go with. But I don't know that we'll encounter those things. Yeah, so this is, I don't know, an unusual video. It's just a chance to show off the work in progress that is Minecraft Bingo 3.1. And so as viewers, or as players, but especially as viewers is the reason that I'm making this video. If you have any feedback about the game, any comments, any suggestions, any bugs, any whatever, leave them in the comments of this video, please. I'm hoping to get Bingo 3.1 out in the next week, but the last couple of times that I've put out a pre-release, I've still found bugs or things, little things that needed to be changed and updated. And so, yeah, it occurred to me that since it's a game that I tried to make for video, in addition to getting feedback from the people who playtest the game, I should get feedback from viewers for anything that might make the game more enjoyable to watch. All right, I've been babbling for way too long. Bye-bye.